Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. As always, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you viewers, subscribers, members and Element Games affiliate link users. I've noticed there's been a little bit of an influx over the past few weeks, so I'd like to just say a huge thank you. I can't do this without you, and your support is hugely appreciated. I'll also start off by saying thank you for you all being patient. Me only releasing one video this week. Well, I say one video. I released the Age of Sigmar full collection video on Monday, and the main reason why I only released one video is just to have given it enough kind of breathing room for everybody to catch up on the videos and also to watch that video if you haven't done already. And I'm going to do the same with all the other collection videos, because if I just release a full collection video and then the next day release another video and so on, those videos tend to get buried in amongst the daily content. So I hope that's helped everybody find that video and watched it. And I'd also like to say I'm humbled with all of the positive comments. Yes, I know they're grey. Understand that. To me, it's not a big issue. Painting is my least favourite part of the hobby, and it's a time issue as well. I've generated a video every single day for almost 2 years, and there's not many YouTubers with the number of subscribers that have managed to do that and hold down a full-time and part-time job to fund it all, because I'm not given any of this stuff for free. So although I would like to spray them and paint them and contrast them, I barely have enough time to build them, let alone do all the reviews for you guys. I just felt that that needed to be said. All the positive comments that I have received and the likes in particular have really motivated me to release the other collection videos earlier than I previously thought to do. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel and you'll see some of those coming up. I did live stream on Wednesday, and in a couple of the live streams, people are surprised that I do live stream, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to just announce that I do. If you go to playlists and you're a member, there is a playlist called Warhammer live streams, and yeah, there are a number of videos now in this playlist. Look at all them. I think there's like, what, 44 at least, and they're all 3 hours long or so. So yeah, plenty of content there. You can access them if you're a member. But if you're not, fear not, because you can just join in to the live streams on the Wednesday evenings from 7 till 10, and also on the Saturday evenings from 7 till 10. There'll be a live stream this evening. Recently, I've liked the format where I paint on the Wednesday and build one of the new releases on the Saturday, or if not one of the new releases, just something. Wednesday, everybody can join into the comments. Saturday, it is members only for the chat. So apart from the live streaming that a few of you weren't aware of, I also have a Discord. That can be accessed over here, and you can just click there and join the Discord. It's all free, and that's a place where we can all talk and interact with all of you guys on YouTube, and I can hear what you sound like. And if you don't want us all to hear what you sound like, then that's fine. You can still join in the chats and type, perfectly fine. And it's also a nice place to post all of your new purchases and models that you're working on. It's a great fountain of resource to sort of drink from if you're new to the hobby, or if there's big projects that you're unfamiliar with or new to. It's a fantastic growing community. And the final thing I want to just say is for everybody that doesn't know, I do have an Element Games affiliate link. You can find that in the description of all of the videos, just here. Every video has this link, and you just click that, and then you log into your Element Games account as normal, fill up your basket, and then when you're at the basket, just grab this code here, put it in the crystal code box, and then you're going to earn double crystals, which can be used on future purchases. And if you use that link, you're saving up to 25% off of all of the products on there. So not just your Warhammer 40k or your Sigmar, but also your Star Wars Armada and your Legion, and your hobby supplies too. A lot of the hobby supplies and tools, they are 25% off, so it really does help. And Element Games ship all around the world. They don't ship some of the Games Workshop products to America, but that's not because of Element Games. That is purely because of Games Workshop's international shipping policies. It's a bit like me trying to buy an Apple Mac from the American store. It just doesn't happen. I have to go on the UK store. It's a bit like that arrangement. Okay, I've babbled on for far too long this morning, and there is a lot to go through. So let's jump on over to the community site right here, and we'll look at news from a week ago, which was the 20th. We went through the preview last weekend, and I'm pleased that I did make a review of the preview. I really am. Thank you, Maxim, for that suggestion. Proven more successful than these videos, these news and pre-order videos. So that's shown to me that the hype is real. It was a very decent preview. I thought one of the best that they've done. They showcased all the Lumineth models. I'm not too sure about the helmets or the legs, but everything else looks pretty nice. The ballista looks fantastic, if not a little bit fragile. I love that humongous quiver, and yeah, they're using the 3 strings for that. The scenery piece is beautiful. I mean, I've done a video of this already, so I'd go and check that out to find out my full thoughts about these models. You've also got one of these amazing creatures to lead your army, and we haven't had a battle tome for very long, have we? And yeah, within a year we've got a brand new one, but I do like that cover art, and the blue looks fantastic. There's a Cruciator for the Nighthaunt, brilliant looking model. You've got Guard of Steel Soul, and the White King was probably my favourite moment of the whole show. I really like the look of this model. It answers all the questions I had, doesn't leave any left unanswered, and also moving forward in a little moment we'll look at the Cursed City as well. There was a new mob for Diachasm for Warhammer Underworlds, and here is Cursed City, and I'll definitely be trying to pick up this for the channel. Loads of new minis there. They're all new minis in this set. The sculpts are beautiful. Yeah, really like that one. Look at that. Yeah. That one's alright. Ogre's fantastic. And yeah, look at the bats and the rats, and yeah, they're alright. Yeah, these. I mean, that is just brilliant. I've got to get myself some of these skeletons. Yeah, the sort of zombies are, yeah, alright. But yeah, and then these are some of the more of the characters. I really like the scientist, and this skeleton pirate lord. And the huge bat's alright. And yeah, this dude surfing is pretty cool. And these banshees. I think they're banshees. Yeah, so a huge number of things in the box. Price wise, I'm guessing 180. It might be 160 though. But we'll see. And also a really nice novel that I'm just going to have to pick up alongside it. Really am. Anyway, I did do a big video looking at that preview, so please do check it out. There was a Black Library celebration ends with Dizzling lineup of pre-orders, so this was also on the Saturday of all the items that you could pre-order. I have had confirmation that all of my items that I purchased are on their way. They've been dispatched, so that's great. I'm probably going to receive them while I'm making this video, to be fair. But yeah, you've got Swords of Calth, and then you've got a special edition. The book is a bit short though, so bear that in mind. That's why it's only £35 for the special edition. You've got a metal and plastic bookmark. You've got Uriel Ventress himself. You've got a new novel from Dan Abnett, a Beckwin novel called Penitent. Black Library have also released Pariah in this same format too, but Penitent gets a nice collector's edition there, and these are thick books. They're almost 400 pages long. There's Pariah. And also the Liber Xenologist book. That was quite pricey, I thought, £40. It's not a huge number of pages, but I guess it's going to be decent quality. Can't wait to unbox and give you a first look at that book by Darius Hinks. And then you've got some badges too. And then Blood Quest, new graphic novel there. And then Dead Men Walking, which I will really need to pick that up because that's a reprint and it's all about Deathcore Creek. You've also got Demon's Curse and Hammers of Ulrich. And a Black Library celebration. I think if you made any order, then you got one of these for free, which is nice. The Sunday preview, this is probably why you're all here today, kicked off with a little video showcasing Kill Team Pariah Nexus. Just because I will be pre-ordering this, or trying to pre-order this this morning, doesn't mean I support this at all. I'm getting it purely for the channel, to give you a first look at all of the new Space Marine and Necron models. I'm not a big fan of the map or the scenery pieces, which are very, very, well, they're just boring, even if you say that they are part of this Nexus type area. I think they could have done a better job, and I think it's a poor way of giving you access to models that you've waited more than 5 months for, probably 6 months, these heavy intercessors and the flayed ones. If they're going to do something like this, at least release them separately in their own separate boxes at the same time. They can do it. Just look at the Slanesh release. They released a huge amount of new units and models for that release, so they can do it for this. They have the technology, but they've decided to do it this way in this box, having all of these brand new miniatures behind this £95 paywall. My best guess is it will be cheaper on Element and other places if you shop around, which will give you a bit more value. We're going to have a look in a moment on the web store, but it works out that you get one of the characters for free in the set, which is a bit of a shame considering the £400 plus content that you got in Indomitus, and you compare that to Kill Team. These are the heavy intercessors and the flayed ones. This is a heavy intercessor captain in Mark 10 Gravis armor, and then this is the Chronomancer. These are the two boards and all the scenery pieces, and then this is the book, and then this is an extra book that you can get. Would have been nice if this was bundled in with the box set, but that's going to be available separately, and they are re-releasing some of the box sets with the battlefields and the scenery kits. So if you haven't had these scenery kits before, like any of them, or you're after some more mats for when games can be a bit more available to play with people, then yeah, it's worth picking up any one of these three. What they're also doing, which is right out of left field for me, is they're releasing the Honoured of the Chapter and Royal Court. I will be doing a review of these and of the Necron's Royal Court, because I already have these miniatures, and we'll find out the prices of these today as well, so I can set about and do the review long before they're released, and give you some thoughts and opinions of the models. They are fantastic. If you weren't able to get Indomitus, and I don't know why you weren't able to get Indomitus, I think both of these sets will cost you almost as much as Indomitus, and you're missing out on a lot of units. All of those Assault Intercessors, the Outriders, Necrons, you're missing out on the Warriors and the Destroyers. So yeah, I guess it's good if you didn't pick up the Indomitus, but at this point there's so many Indomitus box sets out there that I would strongly recommend you get that box set instead. However, it is nice that GW are releasing these separately if you don't have any reasoning behind getting, if you collect Space Marines, you don't have any inkling to get the Necrons. However, it's still a better deal to get the full Indomitus set with just the Space Marines you're looking for, all the Necrons. Necromunda, they've announced these three Orlok champion gangers. I think they're all female. You've got a road captain, a road sergeant, and a gunner. You've also got Ratus Tataskin, which is the infamous Cawdor hive scum from Forge World. All those 4 models are available from Forge World, and they went up for pre-order yesterday. We'll have a look at them in a moment. There was this Cursed City article here, some nice artwork there, a little bit of a backstory. Really like the skeleton armor. I'm hoping that the book that comes with the game has more of this, because I'm a big fan. It's kind of like Mordheim, isn't it, in a way. Introducing the Dragon Cult acolytes. I think these are new models specifically for Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings, and I think Forge World are making these. They look quite nice, very detailed. Forge World continue to make Lord of the Rings and Hobbit models. Marnis Calgar comic comes to Warhammer store with exclusive cover art. There you go, variant 1 edition. And yeah, just laying waste to some cultists there, with a Thunderhawk in the back. And yes, before you say anything, they are Primaris, and yes, Primaris can travel in Thunderhawks, but not Land Raiders. That's a very important point to make. Custodes, which are bigger than Primaris, they can fit in Land Raiders though, that's fine. So it's not the size, it's something else. Anyway, moving up. Kill zones let you build a Warhammer 40,000 battlefield in minutes. How Kill Team Pariah Nexus makes your Necrons deadlier than ever. The Rumour engine, 23rd of February, is a horse's hoof. So, that's going to be interesting. We're getting a new steed or horse. I don't think it's Death God Krieg or anything like that. I think it is Age of Sigmar. We'll find out. How to get started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar. How Kill Team Pariah Nexus upgrades your Space Marines. Warcry Call of the Everchosen. Relive the fall of Anvilgard in this free Warcry companion. That's pretty nice. Then introducing Masterworks. I do own a Masterworks book and it's very, very decent. It didn't cost me too much. I think I picked it up from Amazon though, because usually Amazon are cheaper than Games Workshop. But if you haven't picked up Nightbringer and you're picking up Uriel Ventress with Swords of Calth, can't recommend picking up Nightbringer enough. You really owe it to yourself to pick up the older Uriel Ventress novels to flesh out your knowledge of Uriel Ventress. They're brilliant books and they're way before any of this Primaris stuff. Hell's Reach is, need I say more? It's Hell's Reach. It's got Titans in and Black Templars. I mean, it's just brilliant. Pick that one up. And Horus Rising, again, need I say more for that one? If you haven't read Horus Rising, what on earth are you doing? It will introduce you to Horus Heresy in a big way. So I can't recommend those three books enough. I really can't for newcomers of Warhammer 40k and Horus Heresy. Want to save the Cursed City, you'll have to go through Radukar, or Radukar, the wolf. Well, that's pretty nice. A little article about him. And Warhammer 40,000 is coming to Magic the Gathering. Yes, really. This came out of left field for me as well. Very strange. So, I mean, when can you get your mitts on these cards? Well, they're a little way off. But the community will bring you all the latest card-based collaboration. I mean, I'm not sure, because Magic the Gathering is a very expensive hobby, and the cards do get refreshed and replaced and all of these wonderful things. And I'm just wondering whether it's going to be like one pack, or whether they've got kind of a business strategy in place where they will refresh these cards every edition. I don't know. It could be a dangerous move for your bank account if you get into this, but we'll see. I'll keep my ear to the ground on this one, and if I do like the look of the cards and I just want to collect a few of them, you may see them on the channel. Orlok and Cawdor reinforcements hit the streets. So this is the article concerning Forge World with their new models. Finally released some new models in 2021, and I'm happy. If you're into Necromunda and you'd like some more champions for your Orlok gang, and also Rattus as well, then we'll have a look at these in a short moment. New rules bring veterans of the Indomitus Crusade to Kill Team, and then we gave Sigvald to 6 top tier painters, and the results are magnificent. Let's have a look at these results. I mean, wow. Non-metallic metallics obviously everywhere. That base is stunning. I mean, wow, if Vince can paint the rest of his Slanesh bases like that, then that's just I love the mirror effect on that shield. It's just, and on the sword, it's just superb. This model is a painter's dream. This is by Colin Ward. Again, very, very pink armour. Lovely base as well. Andy Wardle. That non-metallic gold is just, wow. Can you imagine Sanguinius in that gold? Again, with a nice mirror sheen to the shield. This by Peter Harrison. Interesting take on Sigvald. Richard Gray. Even got some shiny lipstick going on there. But again, that gold is just, look at this shield. It's just, that is insane, isn't it? Absolutely insane. Sam Lenz, look at that, the way that I've done that shield. I like the armour colour for that one. Look at that, like some kind of reflection in there. Yeah. So if ever you, you know, feel good about your painting and you think you've done amazing, if you ever want to sort of drop yourself down a few pegs, then check out these. But yeah, amazing paint jobs there, guys. Really fantastic. Okay, that is all I've got to say about the news for Games Workshop and Forge World. Let's jump on over to the Forge World web store and have a look at these new minis. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention in the news, I think I mentioned this in the news and pre-order video last weekend, that if you filled your basket up with no more than £300 worth of goodies and you had them in your basket up to before 8 o'clock on Friday the 26th of February, then you're automatically entered into a competition where 5 lucky winners will receive the goods in their basket. Yeah, that means that you couldn't necessarily put a Titan in there, but you could certainly put some big tanks and some big Cerastus Knights and whatever, really. Anything from Games Workshop and Forge World. The thing is that I'm feeling right now is Games Workshop store, I always have to look hard to find models and minis that I would like or really want, whereas Forge World, there are always minis that I want. That's the strange thing about this. So I fill mine up with some Forge World goodness, and we'll see, like everybody else, we'll see if we win those. I did say I was going to enter into that competition anyway. So without further ado, let's have a look at these new minis on Forge World's web store. So if we just go back to there, and we can see the pre-orders. Let's have a look at Rattus Tatter Skin. £19 seems a bit about right for a single mini. I mean, let's face it, guys, this is relatively cheap now for these £23.50 plastic minis that Games Workshop have thrown out. I don't know whether this is a big shift of their perceived value strategy, but it kind of feels like that Games Workshop are putting these price points that are, you know, crazy. £23.50 for a single plastic like Space Marine or whatnot, compared to, you know, £19 for a much more detailed resin mini. It does show that it definitely is giving off this impression that Forge World are more value than they ever have been. You know, Warlord Titan not including, of course, but there we go. Yeah, looks like a nice mini. It's got a few rats. This poor rat, I think, is dead. I hope he's just sleeping. Show me the rat. The rat is sleeping. And then these 2 rats on his shoulder. Looks a bit like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, or not the Hunchback of Necromunda. Got this big old blaster stubber type thing that's held on with some spikes and a nice little accessory there. It reminds me of Call of Duty. Maybe I've been playing a bit too many zombies, but there we go. And then you've got the Orlok Champion and Gangers. £21 for 3 resin minis. But the weapons do look great. And look, she is just holding this heavy bolter there. This compact heavy bolter, if you can call such a weapon compact, with her robotic bionic arm. And then you've got this one. Even that model looks fantastic with the you know, drum magazines ready with that auto stubber, whatever it is. And this lady here, very hench. I would be proud if I could get my muscles to look that ripped. I mean, this arm looks a little bit neglected, but I can't see the other side of the mini unless I do this. Here we go. It's a bit... From there, it looks strange. It looks like the episode of Homer Simpson where he just works on one of his arms. But, yeah, look at that. I don't know. I guess it looks smaller because it's got the ribbon on as well. But these are thick ladies. Yeah. And weapons look decent. Loads of detail on them. So if you're into Orlok, yep, worth picking these up. Okay, we've got to that point where we will jump on over to Games Workshop and have a look at all of their pre-order offerings. I did have a sneak peek at the New Zealand store last night and found out that it's pretty much just the Kill Team Pariah Nexus, so we'll jump on over there right now. Okay, so here we are on Games Workshop's web store. There's a huge advert, rolling advert on the front page there. You've still got Captain Uriel Ventress, but you've also got this Kill Team. Odd that they're not showcasing the Pariah Nexus there. If we just refresh that, no, they're still not showcasing it. Very odd. for such a big release and something that they're pushing hard. They are showcasing the Honoured of the Chapter and the return of Necron royalty and an extra book there, as well as the new from Black Library. But if we just click on new and exclusive and we shuffle on over to pre-orders, go high to low, and we view all. There you go. So yeah, the Black Library Celebration 2021 collection was up for pre-order last weekend, and it is now no longer available. I think because one or two of those books and things aren't there anymore. But this is the main meat of the video, I guess. The Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Pariah Nexus, £95 here. I want to say batteries not included. No, dice not included. But hey, if you haven't got dice already, I mean, what's going on in your life? I guess. But it says it's a Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team expansion, and battle in the depths of a Necron's tomb world. Includes 2 kill teams, Indomitables, Primaris Space Marines, and cruel ancient Necrons. I mean, I don't know if they're cruel or not, but they are wearing the flesh of their enemies as clothing. Just putting that out there. Anyway, the models that you get is this awesome looking heavy intercessor dude. We got a drag to spin him. He looks pretty fantastic. Really, really nice. Primaris captain there. You've also got these heavy intercessors. You don't get 3 this time. You're actually getting 5, and there's lots of cables and bundles and things with these. They're going to look fantastic near your eradicators and possibly aggressors. If we just look at like one of these right here, they do have these awkward, I say very awkward cable bundlings on the back, but they had them with the aggressors, so they're moving forward with them all. I'm not sure whether they're like the full kit or push to fit or anything like that. It doesn't really outline that. It just says plastic Space Marines kill team. That's all it says there. It says plastic Necrons, 48 pieces of Necrons themed terrain. Woohoo! It's terrible. I'm not a big fan. 112-page Kill Team softback books. Yeah, it's a shame you don't get hardback for that 100 pages. 2 decks of 12 objective cards and Space Marine transfer sheet. You get all the bases. You also need a copy of the 40k Kill Team core manual to make use of the contents in this box set. So yes, it doesn't even include the core manual, so you will need to buy that separately to make use of these. And there it is right there, £25. So you thought that you were, £95 for the whole set. You're looking at more like 120. And I wish that they did bundle this book in with the set, or have it as a bundle to come with it. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But in terms of value, you're looking at about £17 for the 5. It's a difficult one to say because, yeah, they are intercessors, but they are in gravis armour. It's also difficult to say in terms of the options that they've got. But if we base it on the Eradicators, for instance, that came out a couple of weeks ago for £31 for 3, if we're going at £10 per Space Marine, we can safely say it'd be about £50 for 5 of these gravis armoured intercessors. Then you're looking at, I'd say, £25 for the captain if we base it on Torgaradon, because he's a Primaris captain in the gravis armour. They haven't released the Primaris captain in gravis armour individually yet. So all in all, that's £75 already. So you're paying £20 there for the Necron character, who would cost slightly over £20, and the flayed ones. My best guess for the flayed ones, if 5 immortals are £25, I would guess that the flayed ones are £25. If they try and push them for £30, that's going to create some issues, because flayed ones, rules wise, they're not the best either. But there we go. You then obviously get the play mat, which is double sided, and all the scenery pieces, which I'm probably going to set on fire. But anyway, that being said, that is the Pariah Nexus, £95. And I've said all the way through this video, probably sick through to the back of your teeth by hearing me say this, but my codex does not support this action. If they were planning to do this in a box set, I would have much rather them release all of these units individually in their own kits. Not only are they paywalling you if you want those intercessors, you're having to pay £95, but they're also putting it in a completely different game. It's Kill Team. Yes, it's got Warhammer 40k on the front with the old logo, I might add. They are essentially saying, well, if you want these for 40k, you've got to buy this this Kill Team game system, which you might not want. You might just want a Gravis Captain or those Gravis Intercessors. We will get them, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get them for another 3 months. That's usually the case with models in this set. So it really depends on how much you want these, because you are paying that premium, that entry fee. A strange tact as well is they've released this Space Marines Honoured of the Chapter. £89. The cheek of it. Oh dear. Just go and pick up Indomitus. If you have any inkling with Space Marines or Primaris, avoid this sprue if you can. It is one sprue. There is that sprue. I believe it is only one sprue, because to me that looks like 64 pieces just off the top of my noggin. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. This is now the most expensive sprue that Games Workshop have ever produced. As I said, Indomitus, £125. You probably get it at a discount somewhere, maybe Element. Yeah, just use my Element Games link, of course. Yeah, that's it. £89 for this thing. Crazy. If you've missed out on Indomitus, or you can't get it in your country or whatever, then it depends on how much you like these minis. They're all single pose. You don't get any spares. What you see is what you get. You're going to be using all those parts in that sprue to build these, and that is it for £89. You can look at it from the point of view of, well, you're getting 3 Blade Guard, which are £31.50. You're also getting 3 Eradicators, which again are £31.50, so that's £63. Then you're getting an Ancient, which is arguably £18 to £20. So you're at the £83 mark, and then these single characters would be £20 each as well. So possibly you're getting one of the characters for free, but yeah, it's a huge amount of money on, let's face it, 9 Space Marines, less than a tactical squad of Space Marines there for almost £100. Didn't I say this ages ago? I said that Games Workshop were down a path of almost charging you £10 per Space Marine, and we've seen that with the Eradicators and Blade Guard, and now we're almost seeing it with this set. They've also released the Necron's Royal Court with a very paltry number of miniatures here, £68 here for the Necron's Royal Court. With this, you're getting the Scorpek Lord, the Plasmancer, the Cryptothralls, and the Reanimator. This is a little bit more justified, because you can't get these models individually, and they are pretty decent. If you weren't able to get Indomitus, as I say, I would suggest you go for this set over the Space Marine one. However, if you're into Necrons at all and you like the new models, I really am struggling why you didn't pick up the Indomitus set. But if you're after just these models, some duplicates, and you're only after these for your Necron force, it may be worth picking them up, especially for those extra Crypto Thralls if you really like them, or another Destroyer Lord. However, these aren't multi-pose. You can only pose them in what you see is what you get. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Then they've released the Kill Team Sector Mechanicus Environment Expansion. You get a load of scenery. I think it's a double-sided board. Yep, I might actually have that board. I'm not sure, but yeah. So if you haven't, if you're in the need for some Promethean pipelines, then go for that. £60 though. It's quite pricey. I would have preferred like 50, especially with all that scenery made in China. And then this Sector Frontieris. I don't think I have this. Again, I think I do have this battle map too, but I don't have this bunker thing. But all it is you're not really missing out. It's just these wall sections with a roof. All right, so I wouldn't view that as anything special. But again, £60 there. This Kill Team Munitorum Environment Expansion. Do you remember the Munitorum crates from over 5 years ago? Well, here they are, along with some cranes and ammunition boxes and oil drums and things. I'm surely everybody's got those crates by now. And but yeah, the battlefield suits the scenery, of course. However, it doesn't show that it's double-sided. oh, there it is. Yes, it does. So that's quite nice. I prefer that rather than the Ruined sort of City there. I think the Ruined City works better with the Realm of Battle boards, you know, the actual, you know, physical plastic boards that you can get. A few things have been sold out. So the Liber Xenologist and Hardback sold out. Swords of Calth. The collection you can still pick up, but oh, Penitent Special Edition. Okay, that teased me. It's no longer available. They should really have that banner there. That's a bit strange. And the pin badges, you can still pick them up. £5 each though. Kill Team Kill Zones. This book, £25. Really should have been included in that Pariah Nexus set, I believe. It consists of 112 pages, but why not just put this into that book, make it hardback, 200 pages, done and dusted. Pariah is no longer available. Penitent is. That's odd. I mean, Penitent is the brand new one, but there we go. Yeah, Dead Men Walking is no longer available. Might be available on Amazon though, if you have a look there. The bookmark, yeah, still available, £12.50, and that's it. So yes, you're only getting this week, a very dry week this week. It's just the Kill Team Kill Zones book, and it doesn't even say if that's a hardback. It is these 3 Kill Team Kill Zones for £60 each. It's the some of the units from the Indomitus box set in one package for Necrons, and some of the Primaris units from Indomitus separately, as well as Warhammer 4, as well as the Kill Team Pariah Nexus box set too for the 95. So yeah, bit of a dry week. I'm hoping it improves next weekend. We'll find out tomorrow on the Sunday, as always on the Sunday preview. I'm hoping it's more 40k. Maybe it will be the box set with the Sisters of Battle, but potentially we're a long way off of that. We've also got the Lumineth to squeeze in at some point. I really do hope Games Workshop don't make that decision of releasing all of the Lumineth in one weekend. Otherwise, I will be destroyed. So once again, I want to say a huge thank you to making it to the end of this video. I know it's a long one today, but I really appreciate you watching these videos and all the support you've recently given the channel. What do you guys think of all of these pre-orders? Are you still picking up Kill Team Pariah because of this fear of missing out? I mean, let's face it, guys, we're not all playing games at the moment, so there's not a big keeping up with the Joneses effect happening whereby we need those new Primaris Space Marines to play in a game in the next week or two. We don't. I mean, in a few months' time, those models will be released separately and you can just cherry pick them. But as I say, I'm picking them up for the channel to give you a first look at them, and hopefully they'll arrive next weekend. We'll see. What do you guys think of all of these pre-orders? Please do put your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, as always. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.